All right, so for week 7, first off, we got a little off track between Monday and Tuesday. We are having basketball games and state games taking place that are throwing things off a little bit, but there are some things that are going to be set in stone for every class. So, first and foremost, your counterclaim paragraph was due Monday. And we went over that and we spent some time Monday for the 8A students that were here working on it. So it should be turned in, and we're moving on. This week, on Friday, next Monday, on March 1st, your first body paragraph needs to be written and submitted. You'll need a transition to topic, background information, evidence, an explanation of what that evidence means, and tie it back to your topic, and then repeat those steps. You will also need to include right here, grade level punctuation. It's included in your rubric. You need to include that. Some of you did not do that on your counterclaim and were hit pretty hard by it. So that's the big thing that everybody is doing this week. So if you are absent for whatever reason, you need to have this done. The next thing we are doing on Tuesday and Wednesday, we are going to finish or try to finish the most dangerous game. Now this discussion is going to be moved back just because the state game threw things off, but also on Tuesday we are not using technology, which means students will not be able to utilize their iPads for this discussion. So because of that, we're not going to spend a lot of time on Tuesday and Wednesday working on it, but I want you to keep in mind this is coming up and it's going to be due the Wednesday we get, or the following Wednesday, so a week from the 24th. Okay. But we will be finishing up the most dangerous game and taking the quiz on that. And we'll take it Wednesday and Thursday for this class. So other than those things, we are going to work on some IXL sections. It'll be IXL HH 2 and 3. And that will be dependent on a couple things. Number one, the state game, but also the technology. We're not going to touch it for B-Day on Tuesday. We'll start looking at it on Thursday. For B-Day and for A-Day towards the end of this week, we are going to start looking at Macbeth. Now on Canvas there is a study guide for Macbeth. Go ahead and download that. And with that, we are going to start reading the very first scene of Macbeth. So if you're absent B-Day on Tuesday, you need to read Act 1. Or Act 1, Scene 1, I should say. We will be going through some characters, and because we're not using technology on Tuesday, B-Day, it won't be posted, but Friday we will try and do it as best as we can on Zoom. So keep up to date for that. It's just an overview of the history of Scotland and England at the time and some things about Shakespeare. And on Friday, we're also going to start looking at some Shakespearean insults, and we'll get into more detail on that if we have time. The other thing that we are going to do this week that is also possibly going to push some things back is a benchmark test for some students who didn't take it. So 8A students, you will be taking a benchmark test, and that may push you back a little bit. So I know it's not exactly set in stone, but with everything going on, it's hard to do that at this point. So join the Zoom meetings and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.